You're watching Poland Daily Business. My name is Aleksander Wierzejski. Welcome to the show. And we will continue our story about inefficiency of Polish judiciary system. Our guest tonight, as yesterday, is Glenn Jorgensen, the citizen of Poland and Denmark. Sir, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
You prepared quite a big homework on how the inefficiency are present in Polish judiciary system comparing to Denmark. You mentioned that one of the most reasons is unequal treatment depending on your social position and contact with the judicial class, so to speak. On the other hand, there is very low help to those who cannot have a lawyer because they cannot afford it. What are the sources of these problems? Because for the better part of past 4 years, we've heard about political influence on judiciary system, on fighting for the judges and this kind of BS in Polish political scene. Yet the problem is very important. So where the problem starts?
In my opinion, the problem starts with the judges, with judges who are not behaving the way they should, who are part of the problem rather than part of the solution. You have 9,980 judges of 2016 per 2016, and we have in Denmark 380 judges. I know there are 6 times more inhabitants in Poland, so you should have around 2,600 judges. This would be efficient and do a good job. That's what they can do in Denmark, so why not in Poland? But if the judges are playing part of the problem, you know, participating in some of the crime, according to me, I hear examples of this in Poland, and nothing is happening to this. This is the fundamental problem: getting rid of the corrupt judges.
Right. Well, this is very, very difficult. I think the judges who are present in the system are complaining on being overworked, on the number of cases that is just overwhelming for them, the number of papers, the documents they have to read daily. Maybe we can improve organization of the judges' work, just staying apart from the political affiliation of this.
Yes, when you dig into the numbers, there are, relatively speaking, there is the same burden on the judge in Poland and the judge in Denmark, measured on the number of cases and you know, how many inhabitants you have in Poland. So there's no reason why the Polish judges should be overburdened due to the number of cases. Now, I'm not saying that the everyday life of the judge is you know, he can feel overburdened for whatever reason, maybe inefficient system or whatever. This has to be looked into. But this is a secondary problem. The first fundamental problem is what kind of judge do you have there? Is this a judge who is working for transparency? Is this judge who is working for honesty? You know, in Denmark we have there's another big difference in the system, because you have ordinary citizens sitting aside. They are playing the same role as the judge. They should not be educated in the, you know, as lawyer or anything like this. They're ordinary citizens just monitoring that that this is fair case, that everything is going, you know, according what would be the sense of justice. I think Poland could learn from that also. We have 10,000 volunteer people who are monitoring, and their vote is counting the same as the judge in the cases. So you have typically 2 ordinary citizens and then 1 judge in such a case. And the idea is to, you know, instead of having clerks that feel that they are in power, you bring it to the level of the citizens and make this transparent. And you see 9 out of 10 people in Denmark that have been in contact with the justice system are very happy with this system.
So bringing the sort of judges who are voluntary, who are interested in helping the law and are committed to providing the fair and just cases for other citizens would be a solution, or at least terminal solution for?
It's important for this system to work that these are not, they are not educated as judges. They are not lawyers. They don't have a background within the judicial system, but they are ordinary citizens like you and me, like your neighbor, like anybody else. And it should be a random and a broad spectrum of people who are participating in this. So that's important.
And one more data, percent of legal aid that allocated to citizens to the year 2016 in Denmark is 26.6%, in Poland is 1.3%, and that's according to the research made by Glenn Jorgensen.
This is the European Commission for Efficiency of Justice. The numbers are in their report from 2016. So these are not my numbers. These are numbers made from the Council of Europe, basically. And it shows, as you mentioned, that this is less than €1 per citizen in Poland for legal aid. And this is another big problem.
So, at the same time, the Polish judicial system cost us about 0.46% of GDP, while in Denmark the same number is 0.17. That shows how inefficient the Polish system is. And let's hope that after the election we'll be able to change that towards efficiency and fairness and accessibility to the citizens.
Yes. So the bottom line is you could save lots of money. You could save actually 600 million euro per year and have a much better justice system if you would follow the way that it's done in Denmark.
Follow the lead of those who have best systems in the world. Glenn Jorgensen, sir, thank you very much for this conversation.
Thank you.
And that was it for Poland Daily Business tonight. Watch us same time tomorrow.